This week on Wired, we are looking into the topic of homelessness. The number of homeless people has become a growing epidemic for large cities around the globe. As the numbers rise, the personalities begin to fade away. Here's a look at the homeless, not as a number, but as individuals.
It's a shame, because New York is supposed to be such a rich city. But you have all of these people that are homeless on the streets. There's no reason for that.
This block has a bad homeless problem. People laying all over the block, urinating on the block. It's just really messy, and it's not a great situation.
Well, I don't think there should be any homeless people in a city like this, so wealthy, run by a billionaire, you know? I mean, why?
In New York City, one of the richest cities in the world, why are there so many people living in the streets?
There are people that want to be inside, that want to be back inside, you know, so that mainstream society, right? You know, having a room, having an apartment, having a home, you know, whatever. But there are people that don't want that for nothing in the world, right? And most organizations, right, don't have the ability to differentiate between those that want to be outside and those that want to be inside.
People see the problem, but do they give anything other than sympathy?
Not usually. I think if they do something worthwhile, you know, if a guy's a good musician or something like that, I definitely relate to that.
Right or wrong, whatever they do with the money is their business, but you have to remember that, you did your part.
You know, it just depends. You know, some of the people I know, and I know they're just going to go out and buy drugs and alcohol. Sometimes I've given it to mothers or when people are performing. It just depends.
Recently, law enforcement has been cracking down on the definition of aggressive panhandling.
But they've determined what aggressive and non-aggressive is. They say that if you take a cup and you shake it and say, you know, can you spare some change, please? Shaking the cup, they consider aggressive.
I've never been bothered by it. I'm not intimidated by it. I understand that it's a necessity.
No, I never have. Usually they're very nice. If you give them, if you don't.
I never feel threatened. Sometimes I do feel they're too aggressive when they come and ask you for a certain amount.
Some people think every homeless person has the same story, that they never made something of themselves. People assume that they never learned any trade. John Springs brought a humbling perspective to this theory.
My mother basically, like, she thought, you know, like my family, you know, right from wrong, right? And her favorite words were, you know right, you know what's right, and you know what's wrong, right? And for years, right, I always did the right thing. But to fit in, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That peer pressure thing, right? I started doing, you know, little stuff that they was doing. You know, they sneak on the back stairs and they want to smoke. Somebody found a cigarette. Somebody stole 2 cigarettes out of their father's pack. They meet on the back stairs, right? We got smokes. So here I am back there, you know, smoking a cigarette with them, getting drunk. Man, I'm dizzy, you know, and it started like that, you know what I'm saying? And it just escalated, you know, from shoplifting and stealing a little candy here and a little candy there, until, you know, like wanting more things. I went to prison in 1981, and like I said, I had an 8th grade education. And when I got there, I kept writing, you know, like essays and stuff, right, while I'm trying to prepare to get a GED. So I decided I was going to write a book. So I did 3 chapters, did a synopsis, sent it in, and it came back, right, when I opened the package up, right, it was like 200 red markings, you know, where they had proofread it and stuff. Everything was circle, 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 right? And there was a note in there that said, get yourself a dictionary and an English grammar book, right? And I started from there, and once I had it all in my head, right, I rewrote everything, sent it to them, and they accepted the book. You know, got a little, you know, advance, right? And subsequently it became a bestseller. You know, sometimes I sit around 15, 20 minutes with people that live here, right, and have beautiful conversations, you know, not about fighting or, you know, getting drunk or getting high, none of that stuff, you know what I mean, just regular conversation. And I appreciate it, you know what I mean, because it's like, it's relaxing.
Next time you rush past a homeless person on the street, think about stopping and saying hello. You just might be talking to a war hero, an inventor, or even a best-selling author.
Rain, rain, rain. It's gonna rain. Hello. It's gonna rain. Got you know the rainbow's eyes. It won't be a water fire time. Way back in the wild days. God don't know that it's gonna rain. But when he told her the baby don't I said it won't be a water. No, it won't. Said it won't be a water. It sure won't. Said it won't be a water. But what? Fire next time. Have a nice day. You should let it shine. Hello. Thank you, brother. Hello. And you know that everywhere I go. All right. I'm gonna let it shine. Thank you. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. $1. So we get $1 worth.